The March 1st, 2017 meeting of the Shelburne Development Review Board. I will call the meeting to order and ask anybody who is here this evening to testify in connection with any applications to be sure that they sign in. We have many minutes to approve, 3 meetings worth. February 1st, before we get to the minutes, is there anyone in the audience this evening who wishes to make a public comment, or anybody from the board who has a public comment to make? Okay, seeing none, I'll move on to the next matter on our agenda, which is the approval of the minutes for February 1st, February 4th, and February 15th. I'll take a combined motion to approve all minutes unless someone has any changes to make to any of the minutes. Have a
How
second?
about a motion to approve the 1st and the 4th? We just got the 15th and it's 30-something.
Oh, right, that's right, yeah.
It's 30-something pages, so
Yeah. Duh.
I
Right.
just assume read them.
I was wondering where they were, exactly. Okay, so thank you, Mark.
I would make a motion on to approve the February 1st, 2017 and February 4th, 2017 meeting minutes.
I
Unless-
in my new role as pedant. And I didn't know how accurate we wanted to be, but I did have one or two things to ask about the February 1st.
Absolutely.
Sure. Go right ahead.
So on page 4, so the paragraph, I guess the third paragraph, Mary Kehoe asked Dean Pierce. Again, I can't quite, does everybody feel as if that reflects what happened? The position for concurrent review has stood since the beginning. I don't know if that was exactly the discussion that we had, but I don't know that I can come up with anything better.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Anybody else?
That's fine. As I say, I'm just
okay with
being my new, you know.
Anything else?
So no change? Well, the,
No. That's okay.
Confirm
the
that,
second to the last sentence in that paragraph is odd. The chair at the ruling said both matters will be heard on the same night on the same agenda. I think you can take out at the ruling.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else, Joanna?
Page 7, paragraph 4, last sentence. Again, I'm probably just being too pedantic because I'm reading it now. I mean, the inside wall and outside wall are comparing apples and oranges.
Page
I mean, you get the-
7?
Yeah.
I think that was actually said.
I think the apples and oranges part was, yeah, okay. I'm being too pedantic, probably.
That's okay.
So I guess that brings up a question. I mean, is this supposed to be
Verbatim? No, these are
what was
minutes.
said, or,
Minutes are not necessarily to be verbatim. On the other hand, I don't think when you're taking testimony, it's appropriate to put
No.
words in the witness's mouth. That's the thing.
Right.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
So
I
if you don't think something somebody said makes a lot of sense, you just put it down anyway?
yeah, well, I think the minutes need to reflect what happened at the
Okay.
meeting. So if it's completely nonsensical such that somebody reviewing the minutes of the public meeting couldn't make heads or tails of it, then I think it could be problematic. But with respect to this, I think it's pretty clear what Mr. Colangelo was talking about. So I think it's a little bit different because it's testimony too.
Yeah, I mean, I was just asking earlier, since they have the videotape, do we need to document this in writing?
Well, what I would say is that, what I said before, the minutes need to reflect what happened, so.
Okay. Because this is, it's a lot of work to do a transcript of.
I would say that it's really probably an issue to visit.
Yeah,
I agree with you. 30
It's a lot,
pages of
I know.
minutes is not, and Mary Ann is trying to get it all down.
Yeah.
So the question would be, would it be appropriate to simply say something like, testimony was taken from the following witnesses?
yeah.
Period.
Because
Because
I
it
was
is a
wondering
little
if-
difficult to get.
Yeah, because if we approve this and something isn't per the tape, what happens? I don't know.
I actually don't see it as a sort of an issue that would render a meeting defective.
Okay,
I think what's happened is there's a morphing happening, that the keeping of the minutes is sort of a harbinger, or, it's almost passé, right? Because we have the transcripts through the video. From a housekeeping point of view and a kind of a corporate point of view, if you think of the municipality like a corporation, to have an easily accessible record is important. And in fact, now it's required by law, and they have to be posted on the website within a certain amount of time. And so the only question then would be, how substantive do we need to get in keeping minutes? I think that is an issue that's worth visiting, and perhaps, perhaps putting on the agenda for either the
Yeah.
town attorney to answer, because that is a really specific map question, I think, and it's a
Okay.
good one to raise. But I'm not inclined, I wouldn't be inclined to change this, because then you're starting to interpret what the witness said. So,
Yeah, I don't know if that's verbatim what the witness said, but, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
or we're interpreting what Mary Ann heard on the tape.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember him saying apples and oranges, so,
Yeah. Okay.
and Mary Ann's nodding.
I do too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's what you hear, yeah. So,
I don't interpret.
no, that, I didn't mean,
I try
in-
not to even use adjectives when I write.
no, I didn't mean interpret, I should have said what you hear, because I just feel like it's kind of like a game of telephone, like, like the
Gets
further you get from the
distorted.
tape. you know. So,
Anything else? Is that it? Okay.
So
Can I-
no change on page 7?
No, I don't think there is a change. I think that Joanna's withdrawing her, I think she was more just asking what we all felt about having that phrase in there.
Well,
So I would take a motion to approve the minutes from the February 1st meeting.
And you have more.
Oh, we did, right, sorry.
As amended.
Okay. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. How about the February 4th meeting? Any changes to that? Site visit.
Site visit.
You know? I'll take a motion to approve the February 4th, 2017 site visit meeting minutes.
So moved.
May I have a second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'll abstain, just because I wasn't at the
Okay,
site visit.
thank you. And we'll withhold review of the February 15th meeting minutes until our next meeting, which would be March 15th.
Oh, wait, for the February 4th, Ian, you weren't at the site visit either, right?
Yeah, no, you're right, I wasn't.
So you
So,
have to wait until
yeah,
Jeff is back.
yeah, so we would not have a,
Okay.
sorry about that, yes, I was
That's
not.
okay. So what we'll do then in that event is the motion cannot carry because it's,
Won't carry.
not so we'll just hold the motion and raise it again at the February 15th meeting. Nope,
March
March.
15th.
can't.
What?
Jeff Pazza won't be here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a month.
April.
It's gonna be the April meeting.
Right. Would be April 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know how to work my calendar. The 5th, April 5th meeting,
Is that just for the February 4th
and
and the
15th.
15th? Okay, so,
Mhm.
what did you say, April
5.
6th?
Yeah, it would be April
That's good, it'll
5th.
probably take me that long to read these minutes. Okay. Very well, then, I'll move to the next item on our agenda. That's application for conditional use permit 17-03. It's application by Mr. Steve Gonzalez for conditional use approval for the modification of a sign up at the Quiniesca Golf Course. The property is located at 5353 Spear Street in the Rural Zoning District and the Stormwater Impaired Watershed Overlay District. Is anyone here in the audience present to provide testimony about this application? Mr. Gonzalez, come on up to the mic. Could you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth in connection with this application?
Yes, I do.
Would you please state your name?
Sure. It's Steve Gonzalez.
Oh, okay, sorry
Yeah,
for saying it
that's
wrong.
okay.
Can you tell us about what you're up to?
Yeah, sure. So the sign at the practice center, the driving range, I purchased a couple months ago, and the actual the form of the sign has been there for, I believe, 12 or 13 years. The conditional use I'm looking for is just to actually change the business name. My new DBA is called the Quinny Club, so the structure is going to be the same as it's been, but I'm just changing the sign from it used to say Quiniesca Practice Facility, so now I want it to say the Quinny Club, and nothing has changed since last year. Have my kids in my academy and stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Gonzalez?
That's very good.
Thank you.
I don't, I just have, I'm sorry, I just had a question of Kate. I think you mentioned that this might be in the setback, but
Right, so that's what's triggering the conditional use, is that it's a pre-existing non-conforming sign. It's within the setback, so he's not making it any more non-conforming, he's using the structure, but he's making a modification to what's within the posts. So,
just for my own edification, what's making it non-conforming? Are you using this I take it that's the tax map that's superimposed on the picture?
yeah, so I did a measurement from the center line of the road for 33 feet.
You physically measured this?
I did not physically measure
Okay.
it. I used the overlay, and then there's also a permit from the original sign that says it's 25 feet from the edge of Spear Street, so on a 33-foot wide right-of-way from the center line, that's about 11 to 12 feet of pavement, and then that 25 feet, so it's in, I
It's
don't
a
think.
few feet in the right-of-way.
What's that?
It's a few feet in the right-of-way. then. Okay. Okay. Just curious. I was gonna say, I mean, just using the overlay on there, that's.
Yeah, no, it's a
that's-
little, it's a
that-
little
that-
weak.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous, but
Yeah.
if there's an old permit application and
There
somebody
is.
actually did their homework, yeah. It's, okay.
Ian, did you have a question?
I did, but it's not that important.
Okay. Any other questions from any members of the board? In that case, I'll move to finalize the record for the application CU 17-03. And I'll also move to close the hearing with an indication of approval and direct staff to prepare a decision to indicate that approval and to remind the applicant that permit for the sign will need to be obtained before going forward. May I have a second to that twin motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing none. Motion carries. And good luck with your new business.
I appreciate it. Thank
You
you.
bet, thank you.
Is there any other business to take up before we take up our next matter? Hearing none, I'll move on to deliberative session. Well, sorry, I'll take a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
I'll second that. Everyone in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? So we're adjourned.